Hello everyone, myself Rashmi Gungunawat and I'm here to discuss the topic carbon and its compounds. So let's have the session. Let me share the screen first. Okay, so carbon is denoted like this 6 and 12. This is its atomic number and this is atomic mass. So how we define atomic number, where it comes from? Atomic number comes from the periodic table, like where is the atom situated in the periodic table. So it is situated at the number 6. So that's why its atomic number is 6 and atomic mass is 12. Okay, so if I'm having atomic mass is 12 and atomic number is 6, so what is the number of electrons and protons and neutrons? So number of electrons is equal to the atomic number. Okay, so it is 6 and number of protons is equal to number of electrons. So number of protons is also 6 and number of neutrons is equal to atomic mass minus number of electrons. So atomic mass is 12 and number of electrons is 6. So 6 is the number of neutrons. Okay, so this is the basic information about the carbon atom. And now its electronic configuration is 2 and 4 because it is situated like this. 2 atoms, this is nucleus, 2 atoms in the first orbit and 4 atoms in the outer orbit. So this is also called the valent orbit. Okay, so 4 electrons are in the outer orbit. So this is its electronic configuration. Now we should know that why it is important to discuss it. Why it is important to discuss it? Because so it has so many reasons. So one of its reason is like in all organic compounds you can see, for example, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, sugar, alcohol, all these are contained of the carbon. Because of the carbon, these things are exist. Without carbon, this will be not possible. And these are the like protein is the very building. It works as the building block of our body. It helps us grow in our bones and fat, and fats are also very important for the body. Carbohydrate we take it regular. So without carbon we cannot survive. Second is all fuels we use are made up of carbon. So for example, LPG, CNG, coal, petrol, and okay. So these are made up of the kerosene. Basically, we use these kind of LPG used in a kitchen, CNG is used in our vehicles, coal is used in the factories, petrol is used in the vehicles, and kerosene is also used in the kitchen and many other reasons. So we can see that all fuels are also made up of the carbon. So without fuels, we cannot eat, we cannot cook our food. So this is the very important part of our life. Okay, so now what are the properties of carbon? We have to discuss that what are the properties of the carbon. So first of all, it is tetravalent. Tetra means 4, valent means it have vacancy. It has vacancy of 4 electrons. So it's one of the most uniqueness is that it always makes a covalent bond. It always makes covalent bond only, not ionic bond. So first of all, we need to know that what are bonds. So bonds are the bond are the sharing of the electrons, sharing or giving the electrons. Okay, so which share electrons, outer electrons, are known as the covalent, and which give and take are known as the ions. That is ionic bond. Okay, so there are two types of bond, which are ionic bond and covalent bond. So ionic bond is made up of between metal and non-metal, but covalent bond is always between non-metal and non-metal. Okay, so this is the important thing to know about the bonds. So carbon makes the only sharing, only covalent bond. So how does it make? See, carbon having 4 valence electrons. Okay, so these are hydrogen. Okay, so this is CH4. This is called methane. Okay, and carbon can bond with the other atoms also, but by sharing, not giving or taking electrons. It cannot take electrons. If it takes 4 more electrons from outside to form ionic bond, then its nucleus will not be able to hold the 10 electrons at a time, and it cannot give its electrons also, because it is very difficult. It takes a lot of energy to give electrons. So it is okay to share with others. Okay, for example, covalent bond are like hydrogen and hydrogen having one electron in the outer shell, one electron in the outer shell. So these two complete its duplet. So these two share with each other, and they will a complete molecule, that is H2. For example, O2 makes double bond, and like this. Okay, and triple bond occurs between N2, nitrogen and nitrogen. So these are kind of bonds, and the uniqueness of the carbon is that it makes only covalent bond. Okay, and next is allotropes of the carbon. Allotropes of the carbon atom. So allotropes, what are the allotropes? Allotropes are that property of any compound which is having the same chemical formula, but different physical properties. Okay, but different physical properties. For example, carbon allotropes are diamond, graphite, and fullerene. Okay, so diamond, graphite, and fullerene. You must have heard about the diamond and graphite, because these are very common in our use. Diamond is very hard metal. This is very hard metal. Its boiling point is very high. Okay, and it's very expensive also. It is made up of the carbon. First of all, this is the basic thing, and then diamond is the bad conductor of electricity and heat, because there is no free electron in the carbon, and all 4 valence electrons are bonded up with other carbon atom. So there is no free electrons, and the bad that's why it is bad conductor of electrons, no, bad conductor of electricity. And other is graphite. Graphite is the good conductor of electricity and heat, because only 3 electrons are bonded with the other electron, one is free. So there is always 1 electron free in the graphite. That's why it is the good conductor of electricity. And it is also used as a lubricant in the machine tools, and it is used in making pencils. Okay, so this is the graphite. Next is fullerene. Fullerene, what is fullerene? It is not that much known in like in a daily life, but it is a hollow type sphere made up of the carbon. Okay, and it is made up of like C60. There are 60 atoms of the carbon, and it have many chains of the carbon. Okay, and like one of the property is also polymerization, which is very, very important. Polymerization of the carbon. So polymerization, poly means many. Okay. And carbon, like I'm talking about CH4. So this is monomer. Okay. And if I take many chain of this compound, then it will be known as the polymer of the carbon. For example, I'm talking about polythene. Okay. Because this is very broadly used in a daily life. So it is made up of the ethene, polyethene. So ethene is also, ethene means two carbon atoms. Okay. And sorry, this is, it will have double bond. Okay. This will not be there. So it is ethene. So if I make a long chain of this compound, then it will known as the polythene. Okay. So this is the all about the carbon. Okay. So this is the basic information of the carbon, and I think you have understand what is the purpose of the carbon in our nature and why we are studying it. So we will meet next. Thank you so much.